So you see kind of comments like this about streaming all of the time. How do you get past 0 viewers? And that can be a slightly more loaded question than you'd think, because there's multiple reasons why you can be stuck there. The first one is probably the most likely. You're streaming in an oversaturated category, something like Fortnite, Valorant, or Call of Duty, which have thousands and thousands of viewers in the start of the category, often in the God spots, the top 3 or 4 categories of the stream, and those are the ones that often get the most amount of new viewers entering a stream. Now, most people, if they go into those categories, they're not going to sift through pages and pages and pages. So what I highly recommend is playing smaller indie titles. Because most of those categories generally have 1 or 2 other streamers in them. A lot of the games I play have 1 or 2 other streamers in them. And that can actually be a really wonderful thing, because you meet lots of very, very tight communities that are just really happy to see somebody trying out these games. And they are some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. And you get to play some games that really do deserve more recognition. Another big part when it comes to having 0 viewers is talking. And talking is definitely a skill to develop when you're working on stream. Talking to a camera and engaging with that is a new skill that most people don't develop. And it is difficult. But trust me on this. Even if you don't think you're engaging at the start, you will get better. Because you will watch your VODs back. I'm very sure of that. Because the next thing I'm going to say is promote your content using TikTok. And use your VODs to do that. Watch yourself back. Clip the best bits, and you will know, oh, I'm not very engaging there. What can I do to be better? Or, I really like that energy, I want to do more of that. Then you will improve just based on watching yourself. And that is a major thing. And if you are looking at doing something like that, create a through line or storyline for your streams. When I started streaming, I streamed all of the Soulsborne games back to back. Started with Demon's Souls, ended at Elden Ring. And so many of the viewers I met in the early stages were with me to the end. Because they just wanted to see just how I got better and how I enjoyed all of these different titles. And I enjoyed all of them. And I did, debatably, get better. My skills did improve. Not if you ask chat, but, let's ignore that bit. And they enjoyed that because I got to experience these hard games for myself for the first time. And they loved it. They ate it up because they wanted to see what I thought of the newer titles in comparison to the older ones. So that is a really good piece of advice. If you're really struggling for how you're going to approach your stream, make a storyline, make a through line, pick a series, and just play through the whole thing and compare them. I hope some of that is helpful.